Ranking the top three teams from every conference so far this college football season. Let's talk about it. All right, let's dive right into it. Looking at the SEC, my number one team in the SEC is the LSU Tigers. This was difficult, but I got them at number one for two reasons. One, they have two quality wins on the road against Clemson, at home against Florida. These are quality wins. I don't want to hear otherwise. And then two, I love their defense. I love Blake Baker, their defensive coordinator, and them being in their second year with him. They look like they've taken the next step, and they had 5 interceptions last weekend against Florida. So they're my number one team in the SEC. Moving on to my second team in the SEC, I got the Georgia Bulldogs. Listen, I don't like that they gave up 40 points or whatever it was, but I do like that they show they can engage in a fireworks show and still come out with the W. So I got the Georgia Bulldogs at number two in the SEC. Then for this third and final spot, I could have gone with a handful of teams. I'm looking at Auburn, Vandy, Oklahoma, Texas A&M. With Auburn playing Oklahoma this weekend, I'm gonna let them battle it out. I'll never put Vandy in my top three, so that leaves me with the Texas A&M Aggies. I love Coach Elko. I love their quarterback Marcel Reed, so I got the Texas A&M Aggies at the last spot for the SEC. Moving on to the ACC, the Atlantic Coast Conference. At number one, I got the Miami Hurricanes. Two quality wins against USF and Notre Dame. I love what Carson Beck's doing with the ball in his hands right now, and I love their defensive coordinator, Corey Hetherman, so I'm going with the Miami Hurricanes. At number two, I'm going with the Florida State Seminoles. That season opener against Alabama had me fired up. It was one of my favorite team performances of the year. They were dominant, they were physical, and then when you got guys like Tommy Castellano, then offensive coordinator Gus Malzahn, this Florida State Seminole team's for real, so they're in my number two spot right now. And then my third and final spot in the ACC, I got the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. I love their quarterback, Haynes King. I think he's a legitimate Heisman contender, needs to be treated as such. He's putting that team on his back week in and week out. So I got the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets at number three. Now it's time for the best conference, the Big Ten. And at number one, I got my former squad, the Ohio State Buckeyes. They reloaded. They're not rebuilding anytime soon. They go out, they beat Texas in the season opener. This defense looks absolutely phenomenal. They got weapons on the offensive side of the ball. So the Ohio State Buckeyes, number one. At number two, I got the Oregon Ducks. They look explosive and they beat Oklahoma State 69-3. Oklahoma State's not a Villanova. Oklahoma State's not a shitbox program. So beating a team like that with a coach like that, 69-3, really speaks to me. I got the Oregon Ducks at number two. Then coming in at number three, my one true love, my alma mater, the USC Trojans. Listen, they lead the nation in total offense. They lead the nation in total sacks. This team is legit. I said coming into the year they're going to surprise a lot of people, and they're going to do a lot more surprising. And I firmly believe they have the best wide receiver duo with Jacoby Lane and Makai Lemon. So the USC Trojans round out my top three in the Big Ten. For sure wasn't ranking Penn State. They played three shit boxes. So if you're a Penn State fan, don't even bother. And then finally, looking at the Big 12, I'm not ranking Utah or Texas Tech, even though I think they're probably the two best because they haven't played anybody. But number one, I'm going with the Iowa State Cyclones. I like their two quality wins. Number two, I'm going with the Baylor Bears, even though they lost the game. I love their quarterback. And number three, I'm going with the Houston Cougars.